Well, hello everybody. According to my phone, I still had another second on here, but it's a little bit of a delay. How is everybody doing? Just getting back into my Wednesday stream a little bit here. I'm going to go through the chat here real quick. Looks like Adele was in first today. Hello, Adele. Good day. Jeff Kane, welcome, my friend. So good to see you. Sandy, sorry, I'm going to miss the stream. I am at work, but I will watch the replay. Sandy, you are such a lovely, nice person. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate you. And I've been thinking about you a lot lately with your dog and everything. I just, heartbreaking. Anyhow, thank you so much, my friend. And then, who's this guy? I forget him. We got Steve. Hello, Steve. Welcome from Tanked Up. I think I made you a moderator, I believe. Did I, Steve? Let's check it out here. I thought I did. Yeah, you're a moderator. I made Jeff one too. Jeff Kane. So, on with this stream here. All right. Can everybody hear me okay? Can I get a sound check and maybe a thumbs up if you can see and hear me okay? Let's watch the... Hello, John. Welcome, my friend. Can you hear me okay? I'm trying to see, get a sound check here. If you can see me and hear me okay. Okay, Aquarium Delirium. Yes, sound is fine. Thank you, Aquarium Delirium. Welcome. Okay. Well, so this is basically getting, thank you very much, Andrew. Just getting back started with the stream. I got a couple things I'm going to do an unboxing of. I'm not sure how long this will be going. AV is great. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, my friend. I just realized at this time of day with the seasons changing and everything, there's a lot of glare. I have my, showing this tank here, my Firemouth breeding group there. And trying to find a place in this basement where I have to, you can see this glare right about here where my finger is. That's in the windows. I got to get some shades to cover those up. And with some of the lighting in here, I have to adjust it and stuff. So, you know, I'm just going to work out the kinks here in the upcoming streams. But anyhow, oh, Red Laser, welcome. So good to see you. All hand purple blue face. Thank you. And who is this here? Hello. Yes, please subscribe to Sandy's channel. She is such a nice lady and really, really great. If you're not subscribed to her, please do, because she's really wonderful and I support her 100%. And yes, welcome everybody. Alrighty, so I think what I could probably do is, I'm not sure how long this stream's going to be going on for today. This is just basically me dipping my toes back in the water a little bit. But I have a couple things to unpackage. I'm going to try and block that with my big old melon here. That's a little better, isn't it? I buy a lot of stuff for this fish room, and a lot of it doesn't get unpackaged until I get around to doing something with it. And sometimes it's even later than that, because I get stuff and I'll open it up, and by the time I get it implemented into one of the tanks, it could be a couple weeks on down the road. Well, hello, Ray Aquatics. Your name is Robert, I do believe. Welcome. If you could drop Ray Aquatics link, somebody, I would really appreciate that. So the people who don't know Robert can go ahead and jump on his channel and give him a subscription and a like. Oh, we have a special guest here. And here we are. Welcome, Daniel.
Evening, Jeff. How are you?
Doing great, sir. So good to see you.
Well, I thought I'd pop along for a bit since you invited me. Cheers for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I didn't want to invite too many people up at one time, but I wanted to invite you because I rarely get to see or talk to you very much. Um, and yes, so as I was mentioning to everybody a minute ago, I just getting back into the streaming thing, and I have some things I wanted to unpackage up here. I buy a lot of stuff for the fish room that I don't usually use right away, but
We've all got a big cupboard of spares, haven't we, Jeff?
yeah. But it's always nice to have some stuff on hand. But I'll be honest with you, a lot of the stuff I don't even remember what it is. So I'm gonna be just as shocked as surprised as anybody else. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and open this one little package right now, and I have one or two others here that I'm going to show. I think I have an idea what this one is, but we'll find out in a second here. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Andrew, that's for you, mate.
That floating fish. Floating fish?
Oh, but not that trap again.
I have cholla wood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, cholla wood for the shrimp tanks. I bought this about probably 6 months ago. Just opened it today. Got several pieces of that. It'll look nice in some of the tanks.
Yeah, the shrimp will love that, won't they? Oh, definitely.
Oh, they go crazy on it. As soon as they put it in, as soon as it floats to the bottom, they'll swarm it. But yes. So how are you doing, Daniel?
Knackered. After a day's work, coming back to 5 kids, and then trying to get them to bed and jump on a Pelham aquatic stream. It's hard work. I've just wiped all the sweat away.
All the little ones are keeping you busy.
You could say, man. You could say. I've got enough to juggle them.
We have another guest joining here. Here we go. And we have Mark Shelley from Mark Shelley Aquatics. Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Mark.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
I can hear you, mate. All right.
I can see you and I can hear
Howdy,
you.
howdy.
How's it going today?
Oh, I just got done flying an airplane and crashing it outside. RCO plane.
I couldn't quite hear that.
You're all good. You good?
All right.
Oh, man, my sound's messed up.
Wood for the shrimp tanks. Got to find out where to put it here in the camera. I think you might be frozen. Are you frozen there, Mark?
What's up, mate? All right.
Might be frozen a little bit. I'm not sure here.
Red Laser, good evening. June, how are you doing? Well done on your win at the weekend.
And Aquarium Delirium. All right. So I'm basically just going over some of the new projects coming up, and thought I'd just go ahead and share some of it with you guys. And of course, you know me, I'm nervous, and I usually run out of things to say right away, but I'm going to do my best here. Oh, we have going to see some other people joining here. Snoochie Boo, welcome, my friend. And Bill Meyer. Hello, Bill. How you doing? Okay. All right.
Turn it down a bit, sorry.
Oh, is my volume too loud?
I think he's saying mine's is a bit high. Is that any better?
Oh, no, yours is great. I wasn't sure how mine's coming across, really.
Yeah, fine. You're fine.
Okay. Hey, Mark, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I'm froze or something.
Yeah, you're frozen a little bit. You want to try and come back in? That sometimes works if you just go out and then just re-enter.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do.
I can see, yeah, you're unfrozen now.
I'll try it again.
Okay. All right.
I'm normally the quiet one too, Andrew, aren't I?
Yeah. Yeah. But it doesn't sound too loud to me at all. Okay. All right.
He must be hypersensitive to my voice, maybe.
Yeah, we like the accent. Here's Mark. Let's get back in here.
All right, let's see if this works.
All right. How you doing, Mark?
Good, I
I don't know
think.
if you see the part where I just did a little unpackaging of one of the things I have here. I unpackaged a bunch of that cholla wood here.
Ah,
All this stuff. Uh, I was telling Andrew and Daniel and everybody in the chat that I buy stuff, and a lot of times it just sit in a package for months before I open it up.
I've got a
yeah.
couple of packages sat there, Jeff, as well, that I'm waiting for a special moment to open.
Oh, okay. Well, I figure just get back in the stream. This gives me at least a little something to talk about and whatnot. I have another package. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Now,
Hey, Mexicali, evening.
Go. I changed my Wi-Fi situation, and my Wi-Fi wasn't working back there where I normally am.
what did
That's
you
much
get a
better.
difference?
Switched around my wireless access points, so I haven't. This is the first time I tried streaming. I've been having problems back there by the tanks. So I had to come up to the front of the house where the router is now.
It's coming through really clear and nice. All right, what else did I got here? Okay, here we go. Got the Fluval Aquatic Peat. Now, I got this stuff because I want to breed some betta fish, and I'm going to use this in a mesh bag and a hang on the back filter to make the water in a 10-gallon tank to do the water changes with. That way it keeps the nice soft water for them. So I seen it on a video on about it, and I thought, well, I could try that out.
Never know yourself till you give it a try, do you?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a try and see how it works. You know what I mean? But it's worth a try if it works. I don't want to buy an RO filter if I don't have to. And because my water tends to be a little bit on the hard side, and so I figured, well, I can go ahead and do that. And just a, experimentation, then I'll probably end up buying an RO unit anyway for it. But yeah.
They're good things to have. You can do anything you want when you got one of those.
Yeah, because eventually I'm going to be getting those Caridina shrimp like what you got.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe not those type, but a type of Caridina. Well, my price range, the ones you have, but they're
and that's just getting started.
it's just getting started. Yeah, I've seen some go up. Price of the shrimp. I've seen online one shrimp for $1,500.
Oh, yeah.
One shrimp. It was called a boa.
Yeah, yeah. Most bows are around like $300 for a good one.
$100 for yeah.
And then you got some that go into the thousands, of course. But
I cannot feature, even if I was a millionaire, want to spend that much money for one little shrimp. I mean, if you could sell them for that much money, it would be worth it. But definitely.
I think that's part of the allure of it.
I think if you were a millionaire, you'd be buying 10 of them, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, you could buy a few of them. Definitely. As you guys may have known, I've been in the hobby for quite a long time, but I am by no means. I doubt that I'm as experienced as either one of these gentlemen on the screen with me right now. Honestly, because I've always been like a cichlid keeper my whole life, and I'm just basically branching out. Like last year, I branched out into the shrimp, and they're doing really well, and so that's a new aspect of the hobby and everything. I plan on doing some other projects, but one thing that I've never done that I want to do coming up here, maybe on the next stream, but won't be on this one because I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. But I have.
Oh, yeah.
Flying shrimp.
baby brine shrimp. I've never hatched baby brine shrimp. I have the eggs in my refrigerator. They've been there now for about maybe 8 months. I don't know if they'll still hatch or not, but I will try them in this. And what I want to do is, I think on next week's stream, I'm going to try and do it live, where I'll actually have this on the table. I'll have all this lighting fixed up with the shutters on the windows because there's so much glare. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see all of it. You can see it reflecting off this box even because there's so much bright light coming through the windows where I'm at down here in the basement. And I'll have all that set up better. And what I'll do is I'll have this over on the work table and I'll just go through the process and you guys can watch me make my mistakes and lie.
Speaking of glare,
yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that out and see how it works.
Thought a handyman like yourself might have gone with a DIY option, Jeff. Thought you might have tried that.
I should have done that because, you know, I drink instant coffee. I know people don't like instant coffee, but I drink it because it's convenient. And I have so many really nice, good-sized glass jars that I could have used one of them. And that's all I would have needed. It would have been free. This is about $50 U.S. American. And I could have saved some money, but I figured, I got this. Who knows? Maybe it'll be convenient and easy to use it. I'll try it out. See.
Yeah, you can make a nice video on it as well.
Yeah. What I want to do is I'll do the live and then I'll do a follow-up video of it and show the results maybe on the next day. Kind of interesting.
I think it's a product quite a lot of people have looked at. So if you can get some experience with it and share it out, I'm sure people would be interested actually.
Yeah, that would be. Looks like Mark's
that's a nice bit of Java moss there. Look at that.
It is. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on solo screen for just a moment, okay?
no matter what way I put this, I am getting glare from the windows this time of day.
Oh, okay. Well, the tank was looking great there. If you want to show that again, I was going to put it on solos here for you.
Okay. I can do that.
You want to show your
If I can get it on here, let me see if I can figure out how to do this live.
Oh, okay. It's you go to where it says.
I can change the camera.
Yep.
Oh, I just blacked myself out.
That's all right. Then you sit where it says camera. It'd be back camera, I think.
I'm not seeing that.
Okay. You see where it shows settings?
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Right, see, while you're figuring that out, I can see Andrew being a funny guy, asking me how a seahorse sleeps. A, B, C, or D. I'm going to say in a camp bed, mate, on account of hippocampus, which I will never forget. Never.
Oh.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh,
Woke
okay.
up on Saturday, still raging myself about that.
You go to the settings and you'll see camera. You touch the camera, and then it'll say front
Just
camera.
flip it around like you did the first time, Mark. It looked cool.
They'll say, okay, let's try this one. Oh, there we go. I got my sock drawer open.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Oh man, my tripod is not cooperating. See, the tank is sitting on top of my dresser, so I got my sock drawer open, trying to put the little mini tripod in there for you guys.
That is a lovely tank, though, Mark. It's gorgeous.
It is.
All right, let's try that.
That moss
There
is
we
just.
go. And that's in soft water too. Oh, look, the
That's
baby's
really
going to
nice.
make an appearance. One of my new babies.
Ooh, good.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can't zoom in on the here. Oh, yeah, I can. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Did that zoom in, or was that just my view?
rear view, I think.
Oh, didn't zoom in for you guys?
No, not for me. It didn't.
Oh, crap. Okay.
But that's all right. Still nice looking. I can see that large shrimp there by the. Was that the Tiger Lotus? Pink?
Yep. Red Tiger Lotus right there.
Yeah.
That's the little baby right there. You see it?
Yes, I see it.
Oh, I
You
see
see
it
it?
moving now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's one of my first baby Caridina shrimp right there.
Wow.
Congrats, man.
That's when somebody's been keeping neocaridina for how many years now?
Oh, probably like 7, I think.
7 years.
Yep.
I'm just coming up my first year in August.
I thought you got it. I thought you got it the shrimp the first time last spring. I thought.
Nope, I got them for my birthday. My birthday's in August. I think I got them. It was actually either late August or early September.
Ah, I see. Hey, look at them. They're kind of fighting. Those are 2 males going at each other.
Nice. They're trying to fight for dominance over to see who gets to mate, huh?
Yeah, oh, they're feisty. They're way more feisty than Neos for sure. I think anyway. All right.
Okay, so don't use the rubber ring, Red Laser says.
All right. Does that work? There we go.
There we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and put it back to this. Whoops. I do this. All right. I'm still learning all these different ways of doing this. Got that way. So this is basically just. I'm sorry for being so awkward about all this, guys. I'm just kind of like getting back into it a little bit. Andrew
So you
taught me a
figure it
lot.
out, though, playing with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just turned on my phone and Jeff says, "Jump on my stream," and here I am. So I'm really unprepared.
I figured, just for just a short stream, just to kind of get back into it a little bit. Like me, I always run out of things to say right away. So I've had a few things to unbox here and talk about. So I'm not sure how long we've been streaming for now. 23 minutes. It doesn't have to go for a long time. Like I say though, once I get things structured and I get my topics down, I'm going to do things like on a list. I'm going to go down it and keep things more interesting, but not to waste people's time or anything with me just talking gibberish without having any real direction like I'm doing right now. I'm going to try and have a little more structure.
I wish I could be more help, but I'm just kind of unprepared myself.
It's okay. This is just basically a kind of getting reacclimated and everything, and things are going to get a lot. I have a lot of ideas that once I get everything in place. I mean, I get a lot of cues from Andrews because his show is really interesting. He has quizzes and he has lots of interesting topics and stuff on there. So, and he's also a much better spokesperson than I am because I'm just kind of nervous all the time. But
Well, do you know what, Jeff? You don't come across as nervous, and you don't need to be either. It's all pals here, isn't it? It's all friends, even in the chat. It's all our good buddies there. So
that's right.
Just relax, man.
Yeah, you're right. I'll try to. I'll try to be a little more. Yeah, well, I'm glad I don't come across as being nervous, but I kind of feel like it. Just kind of feel kind of awkward.
I tell you what, no matter where I put this thing, I'm right by a window.
Hey, thank you, John, for stopping in here. Sorry it's such a unorganized live stream. If you're not subscribed to My Fish Tank Aquatics, John has a great channel. I would suggest dropping his link, Kathy, if you could, or someone, and going over to his tank and giving him a sub. He's a nice gentleman over in, I believe it's the state of Illinois. Have a good day, John. Hope your work day goes well.
Yeah, see you later, John. Take it easy, man.
And
Still throws me, by the way. He's off to work and it's nearly night time here. What time of night? So it is.
Yep. Graham Daly, I am nervous when Daniel turns up. I have to keep Donna happy the next day.
I think that's because we end up talking till late in the morning and getting in trouble with our respective ladies.
Sometimes after stream conversations that are really get going great. I know a lot of the time.
Sorry, Donna.
Great conversations begin before the stream, and then sometimes the stream starts, and then kind of go over everything again. So, yeah.
Jeff, I need to ask you what you got going in that tank behind you there, because I see some sort of cichlid dye that looks pretty cool.
These are my Firemouth Thoricles Miki that have bred for me. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around here. I'm going to actually take this off the tripod, I think. And
I wouldn't mind a closer look, yeah.
And make it look a little nicer here. I'm going to turn my chair around. And like I say, the organization down here for this right now isn't stellar, but it's going to get better, I think. Let me see. Settings. That camera. Okay, let me get this up here where extension cord. All the glare. Let's see here.
Is that one of the parents at the back, Jeff, is it?
That's the male, and the mother is right here in the foreground.
Oh,
right?
I see. Lovely, they are, aren't they?
Oh, they are. She's been taking a little bit of a beating. He wants to get all of these off. They're fry. Of course, they're young adults now. And I've got to move them to another tank because he has been wanting to breed with her again. But they are just beautiful.
I know when I had them, they're always really, really chill. But then when they spawned, it was all bets were off.
You know, when these guys spawned, it wasn't that bad, really, because I had convicts in the tank with them, and they would flare at them and run them off from the nest area, but they wouldn't. They never really had very much physical contact. They just kind of target them.
The tanks I had them in, they're always the lesser fish. I always had them with great big huge severums. And then if they tried to mess with the severums would take care of them. But they were nasty little, not nice words. They're nasty when they spawned. But other than that, they were fine with each other. Of course.
You can see here, they're not very aggressive. I mean, they're.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every now and then they will.
Cichlid thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's like this. If you only have 2 or 3 in a tank, they'll be at it constantly. You get a group like this, and you can see the aggression level is, like on a 1 to 10 scale, it's like down to a 2 or a 3. Not very bad at all. They don't even go after the black mollies, which actually I've seen these black mollies actually turn on these little ones if they do try to nip at them. They're a little on the aggressive side themselves, but they make a great dither fish for these guys. In fact, I use these on my shell dwellers. I have
see that Hydra heater in the back there, Jeff, as well.
Oh yeah, that's a great heater.
Sorry,
no problem at all.
Amazing, aren't they?
That I tell you, that is the nicest. I've had a few Hydra heaters sent to me that I've done reviews on, but I'm going to say this. This heater right here is the best one out of the bunch. And this is the HG01.
Totally agree.
I have the other one that's a little fancier one. It's the HG043, and it's almost the exact same type of heater here that you see in the tank, but it has a fancier controller with a red border that will go around it in a movement when it's heating up. It's good too, but this one looks nicer and it seems to hold the temperature a little bit better.
Yeah. Even the design of them, though, it's nice to have a different kind of heater to look at, isn't it? Rather than the old standard, lightsaber ones, whatever.
Definitely.
Jeff, how many watts is that heater?
That's a 300 watt heater.
Oh wow. Yeah, okay.
This is a 65 gallon aquarium.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
3 feet wide, 2 feet tall, and 18 inches or 18 inches wide. It's 36 inches long and 24 inches tall.
Okay. So it's a 3 foot tank that's a real tall 3 foot tank.
You recognize that plant floating at the top there, right?
Yeah. So
That's
it's like
one
a 40. It's like a 40 gallon that's as tall as a 75.
No, it's taller
Something
than
like
a
that. It's taller than a 75. Yeah.
75s are
Make a
21
nice,
tall. This is 3
make a
inches
nice
tall.
angelfish breeding tank. That one, isn't it?
It would be.
Yeah.
In
Or a
fact,
discus.
I was thinking about getting those platinum pearl scale angels and trying them out in this tank, but I had a blowout upstairs. One of my 40 gallons where I had these guys in with them. It started a leak at the top of the halfway up. So luckily it wasn't at the bottom. Otherwise, I'd had 40 gallons of water on the floor. But I only still had 20 gallons of water on the carpeting, which made a mess. And so I moved like an emergency. I did it overnight. I brought all the substrate down here, all the fish. Didn't lose a one of them either. And I was really glad. I had these sponge filters that were already seated in here going on a bare bottom tank just to keep it going. And I had some snails in there. And I think I had a couple cull shrimp in there. They probably made a snack for these guys. I haven't seen them. But I got them all moved down here. And now I have to do a reseal. I'm going to try and do a reseal on that 40 gallon tank. And I'm thinking that, I could try and maybe do that on a live, but I don't know how long that would take. It might take a little too long. I'm not sure. Maybe if I get all the prep work done, like cleaning it off with a razor blade and then just doing the actual silicone up the seams, that might make it interesting.
Yeah, because there's hours of prep work and probably only 20 minutes of squirting the stuff. Not even that.
I'm thinking of doing the prep work maybe for a longer
video. It goes, isn't it?
I'll do the prep work now for the live. I'll just do the fun part with the doing the silicone and then do a follow-up on it. Oh, thank you, Kathy, for dropping these links. Hey, George, I didn't see
Andrew, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was hotter here than anywhere else in the UK today because I was stuck in the office all day long. But as soon as I came out at tea time, it was kind of very, very hot. So, yeah, I'm hoping it stays for the weekend because I am actually off the weekend. Got some plans. So, fingers crossed.
It is so hot.
It's nice and toasty here.
Doesn't happen here very often, though. So, what kind of leave?
Well, the yard. It's gonna be a hot one when I get out there. And I have a push mower too. I don't have a rider. So it's gonna take me.
I haven't even had to mow my yard for 2 weeks, Jeff, because we haven't had a drop of rain.
Wow.
Hasn't rained a drop in 2 weeks here.
You've had some here, a little bit, not enough to make the grass grow and make my life inconvenient. But
yeah, they're saying that El Nino is going to make our Midwest weather be really hot and really dry this summer.
Oh yeah. Well, I hope it isn't too hot or too dry. I hope it's just right here. June says, Andrew, I overflowed a tank this morning. It's not a water change unless I get water on the floor. That's one thing about down here.
It's not a water change unless you get your slippers wet, June, is it?
That's right. That's right. Well, you know what I could try to do also is to make this a little more interesting. If I could probably unplug this from the power. I'm not sure how long this would last without it, but I could try if you'd like. If you'd like to see some other tanks, you can let me know.
Yeah, go for it, man. If you think you can.
Okay, I'll try and do this. Let everybody know that if the stream drops while I'm doing it, it's because I lost power. But I'm going to try and do that because I can't carry the. Well, this extension cord is long enough, but it's going to be too unwieldy trying to drag it all over this whole place. So let's go ahead and I'm going to unplug it and give it a whirl. And if by chance I do drop out, you guys just hang in there and I'll come back in on my phone.
How about that? Yeah,
All
cool.
right.
We'll hold the
All
fort.
right. Hold the fort down. I'm going to put this on solo layout again, and we'll go ahead and let's move on over here. I got to turn some lights on here. I got some really poor lighting for these shrimp, and I hate to do this. Every time I turn it on, they go as.
Oh, they always do. The timer kicks on. Oh my God, they're like roaches, freaking.
Yeah. Whoops. What's going on here? Oh, this thing has just popped off. All right.
Snoochie Booch has got to go. See you later, man. Take care.
Hey, Snoochie, thanks for stopping in here. I'm sorry this has been kind of a disorganized stream. I will get things organized better, and I hope you will join us again. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Thanks, Snooch. Okay. All right, so there. I'm going to go over to this tank. This is a really bright light. I just had to replace the bulb on this. I actually had a floodlight I used. I'm going to flip this baby on. I turn these off. Ooh, that's bright. My whole frame is coming off this iPad. I'm just going to drop it. Okay. All right. There we go. I just had to drop it. Broke anyway, and then it fell off. So.
Just start on the freaking floor.
Yeah, that's right. These are, that's what I did. I just dropped right here on the floor. It's going to be going in the garbage next. These are my scuds. I raised these scuds up to feed the Epistos. I'll show you those up here in a moment. Not much to see in this tank, snails, and I don't know if you can see the little scuds or not.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can say there's not much to see. Ramshorns are bunkers, man. I think they're brilliant. They get up to all sorts of antics.
Yes, they're becoming one of my favorite snails now. I love these.
Mm-hmm. They're rugged fun, so they are. Yeah,
they are. They're hardy and they live a long time. But can you see the scuds right there, the little ones?
Yeah, I can see them when they're moving around a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. There's hundreds, if not thousands, in this tank. Only Oscars. You need some blue shrimp, June? You got it. Are you on Facebook? Facebook Messenger? Because if you are, get in touch with me, and I will definitely be sending you some of these. I'll show you the Blue Dream shrimp down here. They'll be coming out of this tank. This is the 55-gallon. I haven't fed these guys yet today either. They're probably wondering what's going on.
They are very nice blues you've got, Jeff. Really nice.
Thank you. I got a whole slew of them here. There's a lot back there in that moss. I don't know if you can see back there. I wish there was a zoom feature on this where I could zoom in, but I'm not sure. But if you can see on that rock, that's where I can usually notice all the newborn shrimplets. They show up pretty good on that brown. Let's see if I can just move it closer to the tank. I can hold it steady enough. Check out that.
Yeah, I see a few wee ones on the front there. Yeah,
yeah, there's a few on there. And then big old catappa leaf down there. They feed on that all the time too. There's a lot of Malaysian trumpet snails in this tank.
Ooh. Did he drop out there? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I went in another room and I think he disappeared when I come back. I went to go look for something.
Poor old Jeff. It's not the first time he's been kicked out of his own stream. This is calling card then. Oh, there he is in the chat. I'll be right back.
There he is.
There he is.
Hello there. Sorry about that, guys. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So I got my phone now, and I can just actually, this is easier to be portable. You know, I can go around here. What I'd like to show here next is my Bloody Mary shrimp. So hold on one second. I'm going to turn this camera off so I don't make everybody sick for a moment. Well, I don't want to make anybody sick anytime, but that's just my nervous talk. You know, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just talking gibberish at this point. All righty. Here we go. Now, my Bloody Marys.
Red laser. The reason there are no floating plants is because I stuck them all back in the gravel before I came on. That's why it's all messed up in there. I think I'm fighting a losing battle with that. And my fish keep pulling up my crypts and that, Mark, is what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, that camera. And there we go. Okay. Now, when I did the unboxing of these originally, remember that, Mark? When I ordered one male. I wanted one male and one female to see how it would do. And you gave me 2 males and 2 females, and then with my terrible eyes, that one female must have jumped out of the net as I was putting it in, and so I ended up with one female and 2 males. And I've gotten quite a few in here now. Let's see if I can find them all. There's some over there. There's a bunch of little babies. Now they're not gonna come out now. It looks like. But there's one of the babies. There's one of the babies down there.
Was it the buried one that you dropped on the floor? Or was it the not buried one?
I think it was the buried one.
Was it?
And I was so distraught about that. It just crushed me. But I do have. Well, there's one up there.
I did the same thing, Jeff, the other day. I was collecting some shrimp in a wee cup to give to somebody, right? Put it on top of a tank that I was working on, and one of the cats knocked it over. I didn't realise. All the shrimp went into the tank and the fish ate them, didn't they?
Oh, my. Yeah, it happens. Accidents happen. You know.
I'll find them sometimes dried up in a net or in a specimen container. You know, I'm catching dozens of shrimp every week. Then you gotta check and check and check. I always try to, but every once in a while, like, oh, I screwed up.
Yeah, there's a few of them coming out, but I had 3, and I think I have now in here. The other day I seen about 15 little babies out here.
Oh yeah.
You can see some back there in the nooks and crannies of that rock. There's some there hanging out. I don't know if you can see the red standing out.
Yeah, I can see them. Yeah, whole lot more than 3 shrimp anyway. They're doing well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these guys are doing really well. Andrew says he has 1 blue shrimp. Well, Andrew, I tell you what, if I could get some of these blue shrimp to you, I would. I mean, there's people that ship worldwide. I don't know. You have to get special licensings and stuff like that.
I tell you what, I went to go check out a guy in Denmark. Just had to have some of my food, so I went and checked it out. It was $20 for me to ship it to him, and then he had to pay taxes when he got it.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So he'd been looking at like $35 for a little bag of $10 food.
That's good.
But if it was worth it to him, then it was still worth that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I guess if you want it that bad. I really don't want to do that. I said, well, and he ended up not even wanting to do it after he found all that out. But I went and checked it out, and man, just $20 just to get it there, and that's just a little tiny 2-ounce bag of food. Crazy. Like, I don't know how I buy all this stuff from China, and it shows up at my door in 2 days, and it's cheap with free shipping.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I get stuff on Amazon. I mean, I don't see how Amazon can stay in business. All the stuff I buy on Amazon, I get the free shipping through Amazon Prime. Of course, it's not.
Oh yeah.
You pay the the yearly subscription to Amazon, but I tell you what, I make that up in shipping in probably 4 or 5 weeks.
Oh yeah, we got probably 3 or 4 or 5 boxes every week coming, if not more than that.
Yep, and you figure when I ship a box of fish or shrimp, it usually costs me, well, I always add on extra because it costs for the materials, of course, that styrofoam
Oh
and the
yeah.
heat pack or whatever, but I usually charge about $25. But it's still a couple dollars profit that I make on that. I probably should maybe lower that down. I don't know, but people have been paying it and they don't think it's too bad. They usually get stuff in about 2 days.
Yeah.
But
Well, when the post office quit doing those regional A boxes and regional B boxes, because what it was a combination of the regional pay for how far it is and how much it weighs, but it's also a combination of flat rate. So I could send like 3 or 4 bags of shrimp to California for like $14 or $15. Well, now they did that. They did away with that program, and I went in there with the first time I went to the post office with like a little box with 3 bags of shrimp. They told me it was going to be like $28.
wow.
So what I did, I went and got a flat rate box, put the little box in the flat rate box, and all it here at $17. How ridiculous is that?
That's ridiculous. I'm
Yeah.
wondering now the priority, what it would cost me when I shipped. I think it was like I shipped some black mollies to New Jersey, and which is not that far. I mean, it's just a couple. Oh, hey, Vibes, welcome. I'm just showing some of my tanks here and talking with my friends here. This is Vibes. Kathy, if you could please drop his link, that would be fantastic. And everybody give him a sub. He's a good guy. Eddie is his name, and I enjoy his channel a lot. But yeah, about the shipping, I'm wondering what it's going to cost me now, because when I shipped it to New Jersey, it was $17.10, I think what it was.
Yeah, that's what a flat rate is now. Yeah.
$17.10.
That's a big malt there, Jeff, isn't it?
Oh no, that's an actual shrimp. That's a ghost shrimp.
Oh, is it? Oh,
If you
sorry.
look closely, you can see it's 100 feet.
Yeah, I see it now.
That's one of the big mama ghost shrimps. In fact, I got lots of little shrimplets. Let me see if we can see some more of these. When they have their eggs, they're a real dark green egg, and they have a lot of shrimplets in here.
But for me, Jeff, in Indiana, the only really, really big spike I see is the Washington, Oregon, California, and Arizona.
Over on the West Coast.
In Nevada, yeah, the far, far west states. Anything in the middle or east, it's for in Indiana. For me, it's not, and I'm sure we're in the same shipping zone. So, since you're only like a 3-hour drive from me.
June, I've got that full list. Wet floors, cats. Spouse is freaking out over a box. Cats, yeah. Agree.
Oh, you hear your cats?
No, June was made a comment. I think fits most of us there. Yeah.
Yep.
Way up in the chat.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, this thing jumps on me so much I can't even keep track of it half the time. Thank you very much for that. Subscribe to Vibes Aquatics. Thanks, Kathy. So did you ever mention June if you're on Facebook or not? Did she do that? Did I miss something?
She said kinda.
Kinda. Yeah, I don't go on there I go on Messenger mostly just to communicate. And hey, that's all right. I'll stand up talking all night. I'm usually up to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Trying to give me a reputation there, man.
Right. Move on to some other tanks. Whoop, other tanks here. Did I drop everything? Okay. Here's my supposed to be my shell dweller tank, but right now it's still raising up these African cichlids.
I'm surprised they're letting that Rotella grow.
Oh yeah.
Well, can you get a little bit closer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is mermaid weed.
It's growing.
Just-
This right
Yeah.
here, it goes way up here now. Let me see where my finger is. It goes way up here. And when I first put it in there, it was about down to here.
Yeah.
It would be right about where that sponge filter is. And now
But
it's
you can tell it needs a little bit more light than that, but it's because you can see how the lower leaves are kind of fading off, and I mean,
yeah.
that'll happen eventually to all stem plants. But
Okay. I haven't put any root tabs or anything in there either.
no, you don't need to with those. They do have roots on them, but they're just there to anchor them in. They don't really do.
But that's the pillow moss back there.
Yeah.
Some of it.
Yeah.
Now, I'll show you the lights I got up here. I got these just little cheapy lights, little Nicrew. I think these are like 6-watt lights. I got 2 of them.
Oh yeah.
This is a 40-gallon tank, and I only got those 2 lights on there. But it lights the tank up enough where you can see everything pretty well. I've never had much. I haven't had any algae issues at all, but the plants are green. I mean, they're hanging in there pretty well.
With LED lights, it's not always, but about 1 watt to 2 watts per gallon is what you. So about 40 watts on a 40-gallon is what I have on most my 40 gallons.
Okay, I got 12 watts on this tank.
Yeah.
Rotella floating right there.
That might be your biggest problem with some of your struggles with plants.
I think so. When it comes to the lighting game, I'm really weak with the equipment side of things right now. But
there's Mike, P&A Fish Tanksy. Afternoon, Mike, to you. And June, thank you very much for the invite there. I think you maybe stream at a very weird time for me, but if I'm ever about, I'd love to come and chat with you. Thank you.
Yes, June, I want to have you on this stream too as well. I'm just getting back into the swing of things a little bit. I'm going to have Andrew on here, and I'm going to have other people. I have another guest that I'm going to be having on here. It's supposed to be a little bit of a surprise, so I don't want to really do that just yet. But I will have various people on here. Sometimes it'll be just yourself, and if that's the case, then I'm going to try and make sure I have a nice topic to keep me going, and so I'm not stumbling all over myself like I do. But
you got an interview with a seahorse lined up, Jeff?
The seagulls?
A seahorse. The seahorse.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, the seahorse, yeah. I was so worried about you. I was so worried about you that day. You turned so red. I said to Kathy, I hope that the poor man not having a stroke. And then you went off screen. I was like, oh my God, what would I do? I'd feel terrible about that. What
I don't remember the last time I laughed that hard, man. That was funny, man.
I had it coming down my face too. That was funny. Mark is on Andrew's stream on Saturdays. He has quizzes, and I had this long-standing thing. I always answer every question. Like he asks a question about a certain fish, and I'll say it's a seahorse, and I do. no. And so then, which I knew, and I played the long game on this. He asked me a seahorse question, and I'm like, And Andrew says, and then Daniel just.
Oh, it's still funny, man.
Daniel lost it, and it was hilarious. He turned red. He was crying. You know what? So we all need to do that every so often. It was really. That was great. I felt really good afterwards.
Yeah, expanded my lungs that night. You did.
I tell you what, Jeff, that is still. It really shocks me that they're not eating a mermaid weed.
Yeah. They're not. They don't eat the And over here, I'm going to show you this tank. It's kind of these tanks are a bit of a mess. I got to get a algae scrubber. But look at that Anubias. I mean, that's still nice and green, and they don't bite that at all.
Oh yeah.
And these, I can throw a handful. I mean, a great big handful, bigger than this, of hornwort in this tank,
Oh, yeah, it'll be gone instantly, won't it?
it'll be gone it'll be gone definitely by the end of the night or tomorrow morning. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
a big healthy handful too. I'm talking, it might be a half pound. And over here, I got some floating up at the top there. I got some of the rotel up there, and then I got over here the other. Where's it at here? Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Lots
yeah,
of
it looks nice.
Yep. The Anubias there. Of course, it doesn't require too much light. These lights are a little bit brighter up top here. These are 15
Yeah, those
inch.
lights will be fine for Nubius and stuff, but yeah,
Yeah.
most I'm surprised the mermaid weed is staying alive with only 6-watt lights. That's pretty good though. I mean, you're doing everything as good as you can if they're still alive with 6 watts of light.
Yeah. I got to get busy and get cracking on this glass here, and I don't want to crack the glass, but I want to get it cleaned up and show these. Where's my mail at here? Well,
I take it they don't let snails live in there either, do they?
they don't.
Yeah.
I throw ram thorns in there and they eat them.
Looks like someone made a path in the algae, but
Yep.
not enough.
I put some ram's horns in there from time to time. And they end up getting eaten. There's Casanova right there.
Oh yeah.
The breeder. He's the
Is
head.
that what they call blood red or
This is it. Yeah,
dragon blood? Okay, yeah, that's right. Can't think of the name. I haven't done cichlids in so long.
And they aren't really all that aggressive either. I mean, for people, even for an African cichlid, I mean, he is the king of this tank.
Well, that's a peacock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had haps a couple times, and they were pretty nice too. Just them boonas are horrible, from my experience.
Yeah, and over here I got all the Mbunas, and I also got in with some of the Dragon Bloods.
Yeah.
Every fish here I've bred and raised up. I started out with 5 originally a couple years ago.
June's saying Oscars don't eat hornwort. I did not know that, June. I did not know that. I thought they'd eat everything.
Even the bluegill doesn't eat the hornwort.
Hmm.
I don't know if I showed you my bluegill. It's kind of hard to see in this tank. Thing of it is, these guys will bite me. Here he is.
Oh yeah, they will.
June, I've had this. I want to show June here. This fish right here, I had it with Oscars, but it got a little too aggressive. But I've had this fish now. I think it's going on 6 years.
Is that a bluegill or a long-eared sunfish?
This is pumpkin seed.
Oh, this is a pumpkin seed?
Well, it's supposed to be.
Okay.
See if it's a pumpkin seed or it's either, but it looks more like what they call a northern sunfish.
Yeah.
But when I got this, it was in August. It's coming up on. I think it's coming up on 7 in August. I got it it was probably just a newborn fry, and I had 3 of them. And when they got about 1.5 to 2 inches, this one right here killed the other 2.
See, I think that's what we call a long-eared sunfish here.
Oh,
I mean, it's the same fish.
oh
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw some food in here for this guy here. I'm gonna show you how he eats. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna stay with my voice, but if I can find his food, where's it at? Oh, there it is.
I feel like he's looking at me and not me looking at him.
Yeah. It'd be funny if it made the fish talk, that little picture.
Yeah. I actually have that fish upstairs in one of my tanks. That's a Vieja Argentina, and it's bigger than this fish, but I got to get a decent sized tank for it. I'm keeping it in a. There you go.
Oh yeah.
And what I'm feeding him is
that a Calvis he's with, or
those are eye biters. Those are
the Malawi eye biters?
Yeah, those are the eye biters.
They're a hap, right? Yeah.
Yeah, those are a hap.
Yeah.
I like
cool.
that. That's the dominant one. He's got kind of a
yeah.
blue.
He's really cool.
Really blue when he gets going.
The one I had, I don't think they go by the same name anymore, but they were called, I think they were a Borley. Is that a,
Oh yeah, Redfin
they were
Borley.
bright blue with orange on them. He was
Mhm.
awesome. That's the only one I ever really had as a hat, but he's awesome.
Yeah, I got 3. I had 5 of these guys, and I had one that there's in this tank right now. That's the female right there, the one in the
Yeah.
with no color, and then I got 2 males. I got this male here, and then the other one is actually the more dominant one. But they go back and
Nice.
forth. They retake over all the time. But this tank is
Those guys get pretty big too, don't they?
yeah, they're right now. They're probably about 6-7 inches right there.
Yeah.
And this guy here he's probably a good 7 inches, I'd say.
Oh yeah, he's a big guy.
Well, he is. He's the tank boss for sure.
Jeff,
But,
Jeff, are you able to see the comments, pal?
See the what?
The comments. June's looking to hook up with you on Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook, Jeff Pelham. I'm Jeff Pelham. Like for Pelham's Aquatics, my name is Jeff. And on there, yeah, I would freak out your Oscars. He's a real. He doesn't bother fish if they don't pose a threat. Now, Oscar's big enough that he would probably take that. Somebody that could probably cause him some trouble. These are those minnows that I added in here, the rosy reds, and those guys they're aggressive too, and they hide a lot. If I sit here for a while,
You're you on Facebook. That's right, June. The one and only Jeff Pelham.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and.
Are you the only one Jeff Pelham in the world?
I'm probably
Might be.
the only Jeff Pelham. Right. And I don't know, Vibes, if you're on Facebook, you can send me a friend request too, and I'm going to add you on there also. For anybody else on here, for that matter, you all know who I am. I'm Jeff Pelham. And flower horns, I keep Oscars hiding. Yeah, flower horns are aggressive. Definitely.
Jeff, I kept Oscars one time in my life.
Me too. I
Yeah.
had 2 red tiger Oscars. Yep. They're
Yeah.
great. I tell you, they just eat all their tank mates. I had
Oh yeah.
I had them one time, and I loved them. I mean, they were good, but I tell you, they are eating machines, and they will eat anything. I had a Chinese algae eater. They raised up together. They were together for almost a year. And I came down here, and the Oscar had it hanging out of its mouth like a cigar.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was, and we're talking like a 5-6 inch Chinese algae eater and a 5 or 6 inch Oscar.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If they're skinny and they can get it in their mouth, get it started, they'll go for it.
Because the Chinese algae eaters, they're kind of aggressive too, and they kind of like spar with these other fish. And
Oh yeah.
these are those rosy red minnows that I got. They're great fish, but they just kind of they don't like the camera. They don't like the phone.
Mike's saying his Dovai keeps his Oscars in check. I'll bet.
Anybody in check. Those will keep him in check. Hey, Michael, the Dovai will keep you in check, won't it? Yeah. My tanks aren't the prettiest, but I do take good care of them. I do the water changes, and I just don't clean the glass all that much. These are the Apistos. They're in their little hut down there right now. Maybe one will show its face. Comes to the window there. They're very bashful fish, though. They might be breeding again, but I've got to get these mollies out of here, because if they are having fry, they're going to be getting eaten up, because these guys will eat anything that'll fit in their mouth.
One of the only fish that eat hydra as well, aren't they? Black mollies, I think.
Oh, yes. They'll eat that, and I've also heard they'll eat planaria. But I've never had either of those in my tanks yet. Better knock on my noggin here, because never had that yet.
I had
Give a
planaria a long,
couple to
long
Mike
time
and
ago,
see if
but
they sort his dodo out.
they didn't last long. They just kind of disappeared on their own years ago.
Yep, I've never had that, but with all these fish in here, I mean, I think the firemouths, they'll eat. What I've been doing, I've been having some difficulty with some of these scuds over here in this tank in my original 10. Now, I never added any to this tank purposely, but I don't know if we can see any here. There's a few in here.
Red Laser's inviting everybody to hit the like button. I think I'll take you up on that, Red Laser. That's a good idea.
Oh, thank you very much, Red Laser. Appreciate that. Lurking and checking my eyelids for any holes. Yeah. If anybody will put it's going to be me, because I tell you, I can be as boring as paint drying. But anyhow, what do you guys think? We've been going now for over an hour, and I'm running out of stuff to talk about. I promise you though, on the next streams, I'm going to be much more organized.
Oh, I've had a good time, Jeff, to be quite honest with you. I think it's been a really good stream. Very enjoyable.
Wonderful.
Fine, Jeff.
Oh, good. I'm going to try and make it even better. I'm going to try and make it better and try and be a little less nervous and whatnot. I mean, I'm not very nervous. I'm having you guys up here means a lot to me. And when I get Andrew back on here, and
well, Andrew just gave us a thumbs down, by the way.
he did. Well, I suppose I deserve that one, but we'll see. Watching paint dry, you better believe it, man. As he says here, or burgers.
I like both. Depends if it's Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, we had Taco Tuesday yesterday. That was good.
Yeah.
We got a place near us called Alicia's, and they have really great Mexican food. It's so good.
Oh, I got a place that's probably 600 feet from my front door. I eat there way too much.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, if they were, I tell you, I'd be in trouble if it was that close.
Yeah, I did get in trouble.
Yep. And I'm going to turn this camera around a second now. Let's see here. If I can figure it out. Yeah, I just got to press the button. And setting, camera, and front camera. Okay. Oop. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, let's see if I can walk over this way now. Trying to hold this so I can stay in somewhat in frame. I'm going to put this back on. Where's the layout? Whoops. Let's do. There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
We got it.
So thank you all very much. Ponds or aquariums? Let's see if you did a chat in here. Jeff, you said you're Jeff Pelham on Facebook, right? Yes, I am. There are 20. Well, I'm in. If you can see my picture, you can see my face, right? And it show a picture of me in a dark shirt.
Just like he's wearing right now.
Just like I'm wearing right now. It might be the same one. I may have even changed it since then. Back in.
I think every picture you've posted on Facebook I've seen of you has been in a Carhartt t-shirt.
That's all I wear. I mean,
Is it?
I should have paid promotion for this, because that's all the clothes I wear are Carhartts. I got different flavors of them. I wear
Carhartt hoodies anytime other than the spring and summer. Fall and winter, I'm wearing a Carhartt hoodie.
But I like it because it's durable clothes and it's comfortable.
Yep.
You know, just nothing fancy. You know.
Well, I used to work out in the woods every day, and that's what I wore. So it was good work clothes. So now I have a bunch that are still kind of nice, and I wear them.
Thank you, Vibes. Yeah, I like these clothes. I like the shirts. I mean, I need to get some new ones though, because my cats when they get on me, start mixing. Every once in a while, they'll put a hole in one of them, and then it just continues to go from there.
Wasn't their logo a picture of Michigan?
I don't have a picture of Michigan on it.
I have a hoodie. Their logo, though, is a picture of Michigan.
Oh,
One of their
really?
logos that they have. Yeah. You didn't realize? I didn't realize it until my wife pointed it out to me. I was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
yeah."
What do you?
Look up like Carhartt hoodies or whatever, and if you look, there's a picture of the outline of the state of Michigan in it.
Okay, and also June, right above there, Kathy has a link right there to the Facebook also. But I will once I'm done with the stream, I'll go on there and I will I'll accept that friend request, and then we can chat on Messenger about the shrimp. I also have some shrimp I got to be sending to PA Fish and Tanks. I'm not sure if David still wants them or not. You can let me know, Michael. And yeah, so I'm gonna have a seat here for a minute because I'm been on my feet for a little while. But so what do you have coming up, Daniel, on your channel? Do you have anything scheduled?
So I just put out a maintenance video on an FX video yesterday, and then I've got one more video to do about. I patched up the tank. I don't know if you can see that. That's where I took the filter out. So there was a gap where that was, and the 3D background ended. So I'll fix that out. I've done a wee video about that. So I'll do one more thing about that, and then something other than the jewel, because people are going to get sick of me talking about it. It's just because I love that tank.
All your videos are great. It's going to be. I got to check this out because I didn't get any notifications again. It's so weird. My notifications get so messed up. So I got to go check those out. I haven't.
Yeah, YouTube can be dicey at times, I think, isn't it?
I think it has to do with the creator side a lot of times, because there'll be sometimes, like a lot of times I'll upload a video, like usually like the first 10 minutes, it'll have like 25 views or something. And then there'll be times, there's a video last week, I think it was, I uploaded, like an hour in, it only had like 12 views. And you said I remember you telling me you didn't get a notification for that one.
No, I did not. Now today, the one you sent out today, I was the first one there.
Oh, that video is doing real good. So YouTube didn't screw me on that one.
No,
yeah, the video that come out today is like 1 out of 10.
Yeah, that notification came across really quick. In fact, I got on there and I think it said like 15 seconds you'd uploaded it.
Yeah, I always upload it at 12:04. That's my upload time.
Okay.
What is your channel, Mark? I don't think I'm sub to you, but I'll definitely come and have a wee look. What is your channel again? Mark
Shelley Aquatics.
See if I can find you right now.
Let's see here. If I could find the link, I could send. Whoops.
I've got him. So I have. All right. Be checking out a few of your videos later on, mate.
No, we will not forget that, Andrew. And he has a website. What? He has a website. Yes, he does. And Mark Shelley Aquatics has a website, and that's where I bought my Blue Dream shrimp and the Bloody Marys.
Ah, cool.
And because he's down in Ohio, right?
Indiana.
I'm right next to you. I'm sorry. I always get I get those two states mixed
Close.
up. You ask my wife. I get those states mixed up all the time. It was Jack and Dan, they're in Ohio. I always get mixed up because they're another channel that I watch a lot. So they're in Ohio and you're in Indiana. I'll remember that. So what is this here now? Yeah. And the website, like I said, he has a website where he sells all of his shrimp and stuff, and it's really a nice website. I liked it. It's easy. What I like about your website, Mark, is it's easy to get around. It's not, for people who aren't tech savvy like myself, it's easy to go on there and you see it's real plain, easy to get to. You see the shrimp you want to touch on it, and then you have it.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's easy to order, and it's easy to, get a good view of them, and it's kind of neat how you have some videos on them too of all the different shrimp. So
Yeah, I tell you what, though, I'm about ready to murder some tech support people, but
after your
I still have problems with my auto email system working correctly. I still have to send out like tracking numbers by hand because I've been fighting with them guys since October. Yeah. Some people get their emails, some people don't.
Yep, and June says online shopping is the best way to spend the fam's money, and they don't totally.
Right, Jeff, listen, I think I'm going to have to disappear here because it's getting darker and darker. I didn't have time to set my lights up or anything.
Oh, no,
and
no problem, Daniel. No.
It's getting kind of late and I'm up early tomorrow. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for inviting me tonight. I've had a very nice time and it's nice to meet Mark and hang out with everybody in the chat. So
thank you so much. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here as well, everybody. We've been going.
all right.
So I want to thank everybody here on the panel. I want to thank everybody out in the chat. And I want to thank everybody all across the world because, you know, we're all in the same boat together. And I will see you all very soon. And thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate this very much. And
See ya.
all right, take care now.
See you later, everybody.
There's
Take
my
care.
hand.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.